And welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry to keep you guys waiting. We'll let everybody come on in while I put my phone down. Hey, Regency, thanks for being here. Okay, well, let me go ahead and introduce myself. Thank you all for being here. Sorry, I ran into a little bit of construction. Yeah, it was like a railroad repair. So I'm a little late, but we're going to go ahead and get this started. Happy Monday. Hope you all are doing well. I am Maggie, your substitute teacher, and here I chronicle my weight loss journey. Sorry, trying to get. I tell you, it's like when it rains, it pours, right? Um, I've been chronicling my weight loss journey so far, maintaining 75-pound weight loss with at least 25 more to go. Been on vacation for spring break, put on a few pounds, so I've got to get that off. And you guys are here to help me stay accountable. So thank you, because I definitely want to age gracefully. I'm just a mom and a home cook. And tonight I wanted to try to recreate something that I had couple days ago in the Dallas airport. We went to Costa Rica for spring break. It was amazing. And on our flight back, we connected in Dallas. And I usually eat pretty strict on my plan. But when I'm on vacation or traveling somewhere, I like to eat what they have there. So, right close to our gate, everybody was hungry during the layover. Travel days can be pretty extensive. And so there was a California pizza kitchen right next to the gate, and I ordered their, I guess original barbecue chicken pizza. I don't know if I'd ever had it before, but I did get it on a cauliflower crust. So for anybody new here, I've been tested for food sensitivities. So I have a list of foods that I can have and a list of foods that I have to avoid. That's it on the fridge. And so the whole substitute teacher thing is really about me substituting the foods that I used to love for the foods that love me back. So I think on the thumbnail that I posted, when you clicked on this, you saw a picture of the California Pizza Kitchen. And then I also did do a vlog of my travels. So if you look a couple days back, you'll see the actual pizza. So it's basically a cauliflower crust. If you can have gluten, I can't. Then you can just use regular pizza dough. And instead of red sauce or marinara sauce, it uses barbecue sauce. And I'm going to use, I gotta get my ingredients together. This is the Walden Farms barbecue sauce that I'm going to use. This is sugar-free and calorie-free. For me, honestly, it's a little runny, if you can see there. It's not my favorite of the Walden Farms brands, but I'm going to give it a try. They used so barbecue sauce. I'm sure they used regular cheese. I have to be dairy-free, so I'm going to be using a shredded goat's cheese. Let me grab that. Sorry, I try to have everything out and ready, but this is the cheese that I'm going to be using, Leclerc. This is a pepper jack cheese. This is a nice melting cheese. I already have some shredded here. If you guys have seen, I try to shred my own. You can use already shredded cheese, but I really like this goat's cheese because it's a very mild flavor. Thank you for the hearts, Amethyst. Let me know if you popped on here because there's anything wrong with YouTube. I'm totally fine with you being either way. But this is the shredded pepper jack cheese that I'm going to use. It's a really good melting cheese. I can't have cow dairy. So this, excuse me, you can get at, I think I've gotten it at Sprouts, which is a farmer's market in my area. You can also order it online, and I keep that stuff in bulk. But what I heard or what I learned is that cheese that's already shredded in the bag, and there's nothing wrong with it. We've all done it. But they do put extra ingredients in it to keep it from clumping together. And so I just try to be as clean as possible, especially when I'm in weight loss mode, which I am. And what else is on the pizza? Chicken. Sorry, y'all, it was all the way in the back. I was thinking about doing just the canned chicken like you've seen me do in soups, but I went ahead and got a rotisserie chicken. So this is just from Costco. I'm going to show you how I cut chicken with the shears too. I got this yesterday and it was still warm and I wanted to dig in, but I didn't. I'm just going to shred a little bit of the chicken breast, and cilantro is on the top with a drizzle of the barbecue sauce. So let me get my cilantro. I forgot cilantro and red onion. So I got the ingredients just to make this. I've never made this pizza before. I've made lots of pizza before. So we're gonna have some fresh cilantro. Let me know if you guys have ever had the CPK barbecue chicken pizza, whether you have the cauliflower crust or the regular, and it's got some red onion slices. So I'm gonna take my time and just experiment here. This is what I do. I luckily I'm able to work from home, and I don't get out as much. I don't eat out a lot. I usually cook my own food. Hey, Belle, come on in. But I do like to keep the cooking channels on, and I'll keep them on during the day on mute. And I get a lot of inspiration from watching, Food Network or seeing somebody else eat something, and I say, "Oh man, that looks amazing!" And so I try to dream up ways that I can make it with my approved ingredients. So everything that I cook here, you can make for the family, you can make for yourself, and I'll talk you guys through it. So here's my red onion. All right. The one thing I am going to be using this for the first time. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this. It's called Outer Aisle Cauliflower Sandwich Thins. They also have a pizza crust. So I'm going to be making minis. You can see here they're little slices. You could put cheese in here and make a grilled cheese. Maybe I'll do that. But I'm going to make some mini pizzas, 2, maybe 3, I don't know. But cauliflower crust can count as a vegetable. Unfortunately for me, I didn't read it closely. I just got excited. And when I looked at the ingredients, it does have dairy. They use Parmesan in here. So you can see here it says fresh cauliflower and aged Parmesan. And I was like, oh, shucks. I try to really be strict with the ingredients, but for today, I am going to have this cauliflower crust. And then maybe tomorrow I'll do it again on a chaffle, which is a cheese an egg waffle that you can use as a bread substitute. And I use my own shredded goat's cheese. So I was kind of bummed out about that, but I know it's going to taste yummy. All right. Costco also has a zucchini pizza crust, but they were out of stock. So this is what I have. These are my ingredients. I'm going to start by wiping down my counter, washing my hands. I'll go ahead and put my apron on, and we'll get started. If you guys have any questions, feel free to pop them in the chat. And I always forget. I just get right to it. Thank you for subscribing and liking the video. And if you like what I'm doing, feel free to share. And if you have a channel or YouTube, I would be happy to shout that out as well. All right, so I've got everything on the bar. I'm just going to use this brandless granite cleaner to wipe down. I was rushing this morning. I think I was between meetings, but I usually clean and then cook and then clean again. That's how I was taught, but especially, it's just me. I'm cooking for one. The boys are with their dad. So, but especially, if you do share a space with people, it's just a good habit to clean up after yourself. My former mother-in-law, God rest her soul, said, wipe now, scrub later. So if you see a mess, take care of it. Okay, hope everyone is doing well. Load the dishwasher. Try to be sustainable. I'm trying to get this blade. I don't want to do it with my hands. We don't need any accidents. This is from the blueberry pancakes that I made this morning. I usually eat about 2 meals a day. Try to keep them small but mighty. It's just me, kind of how it works out. And I did have my cauliflower stalks as a snack with some goat cheese. That was really yummy. That's like a good substitute for veggie straws if you like that. I got those at Walmart and they're really tasty. So if anybody wants to see those, I'll be happy to show you. All right, let me wash my hands. What the heck? My Alexa just started. I think it's making cookies. I tell you, the robots are always listening. Just got this little apron from Costa Rica. I'm going to be collecting them when I travel. So pizza is a really fun and easy recipe as long as your ingredients are prepped and ready. Kids like to do this kind of like a taco night. You can do pizza night where you can have your crust out and let them decorate it themselves. Since I've been out, I don't have my ingredients prepped, so I'm going to use tonight to do that. All right. So let's see. I think we're going to use the air fryer. I'm making this up as I go. So for these these cauliflower sandwich thins, I think I'm going to go ahead and toast them first, just so that I have like a solid. Let's open them up and see how they are. Let me know if anybody's ever used this brand. But it is exciting. There's so many options. All right. So let's take 2 or 3. All right, so this is what we have for the, and they're small, so they're sandwich size. So again, this is going to be my substitute because I can't have grains. So this is a cauliflower sandwich thin from this company called Outer Isle. I don't think I've used them before, but they do make this small size, which is great for sandwiches. I'm thinking tomorrow maybe I'll toast one and do some goat cheese with smoked salmon and red onion for a bagel with capers. That might be a good substitute. So this is going to be my pizza crust, so they're going to be mini. How many would you all eat? 2 or 3? All right. But I think what I'm going to do, because they are, kind of soft and bread-like consistency, I'll toast them a little bit just to get a little bit of firmness. And with cauliflower, to me, you can see it's kind of, how do you say, a little bit fragile, especially when it's soft. So just be careful with that because it is a vegetable. God's girl would eat too. Man, you're always on me with the portion control. Okay, I hear you. All right, so let's see. So I'm just gonna line my air fryer tray with foil. This step is probably optional. You could probably just put your toppings on it and broil the whole thing, but I wanna crisp them up just a little bit. You could use the oven or the toaster oven. I'm just putting foil on the tray here for easy cleanup, completely optional. So my air fryer has multiple trays. You can cook more than one thing at a time. Excuse me. So I'm just gonna lay them directly on here. I don't think I need to spray. I will, I'm making this up, y'all, but I was just thinking, with a regular pizza crust, you usually do like a little bit of olive oil on there. So I don't use olive oil. This is the one that's approved for me. This is MCT oil, which is a coconut derivative. It's supposed to be healthier. So I'm just gonna spray a little bit, and this is a refillable air sprayer, oil sprayer. I like to do it over the sink so I don't make a mess. So just a couple of sprays just to get a little bit of sheen on there, and I think I'll turn them upside down. I don't think they'll stick. I'm trying to think which side. All right. I'm just making it up. So I'm gonna spray. I know God's girl said 2, but 3 just happen to fit on there for research purposes, right? All right, let's see what the portions are. Nutrition facts. Serving sizes 2. God's girl, you're right. You're right, you're right, you're right. I guess if they're sandwich thins, that makes sense. So let's not be greedy. Let's put one away. I'll use it tomorrow for the bagel. Just to keep everything airtight, I'm just using a little Ziploc bag before I put them in the box because I want my ingredients to last as long as they can. So this is going to go back in here. Whew. I'm hungry. Sometimes you overshoot. Okay, so I'm going to put these in the air fryer just for like a couple minutes, just to crisp them up so when I handle them, they're not as delicate. All right, so we've got our shredded cheese. Let's get started on the chicken because what I'm going to do, I have this rotisserie chicken. I'm going to get a cutting board and my kitchen shears and I'm going to just cut up the chicken. I'm supposed to eat only skinless chicken breast, so I'm going to try and get to that. But you can use kitchen shears in a variety of ways when you have a whole chicken, and we'll talk about some other things that you can do with it. Hey, cook. Cutting board. These are Pampered Chef, but any brand will do. You want a good pair of kitchen shears. They're good for cutting herbs. We may use that on the cilantro, but I am going to use it to get in this rotisserie chicken. It's already cooked, but still, just because it's, kind of messy, I'm just going to get some gloves on, even though I washed my hands. Completely optional, just my preference. So I do like to keep gloves in the house, for cleaning, for cooking, for whatever. I'm a pretty frequent hand washers. Anyway, all right. Might have been easier if I had done this yesterday when I ordered it. It was still warm. It would have just fallen right off of the bone. Cook, I'm making a California pizza kitchen duplicate or substitute. So it's basically a barbecue chicken pizza. Look at Poppy. You guys, please support Poppy Blanca. He's a great Afro-Latino brother. He is close to his 500 subscribers on YouTube. So check out his content. And he's been supporting me, so I definitely want to pay it forward and back. All right, so we're going to take the chicken out. So this is a shortcut. It's so weird when it has like that gelatin on it. Probably should have done that yesterday. Okay. So we got the chicken on our cutting board, and I'm just going to go in with the kitchen shears on the legs and just cut that little rope right there. Ah. All right. So now since it's cold, you really can just use your hands. I'm going in with my thumb. I'm going to just take off one, kind of peel the thigh away a little bit. Then you take your kitchen shears in there and you kind of Y'all, I'm working on some equipment so you can see, but you just kind of do these little nips so you can get a clean cut. You see what I'm doing here? And then the bone just really just kind of separates easy when you get down in there. This is an easy way. Of course, you can take a knife to it, but this is an easy way to get, like a platter of chicken pieces. So I'll just put them in the top there. So we have one leg quarter. Let me go ahead and do the other. Again, if you do this while your chicken is still warm, it'll be a breeze. All right, so let's talk about rotisserie chicken. This is a great, easy protein. If you don't really like to cook or you don't know how to cook, this is something that you can keep on hand. You can serve it just with, sides, vegetables and starches. You can put it on pizza like I'm gonna do. You can shred it and put it in soups. You guys have seen my recipe for the egg drop soup, and I've used the canned chicken. So we still have our little rope here, so I'm just taking that off. Make sure I get all of it. On the cold chicken, you gotta just check and make sure you got it all. So we have 2 leg quarters so far. Ah, thank you. All right, so we've taken the legs off of our chicken. So what I'm going to do, I know that carcass is weird. I'm just gonna take the scissors and I literally just go down the breastbone and I'm just gonna cut. It's a little bit first going through just the meat, and then once you kind of get the bone exposed, you can take another pass and go down through the bone. So you see what I've done here? Just using the scissors to make like an incision. You can kind of crack it open a little bit. I know. And then once you get your breast separated, like that, that's the meat that we're going to use for the pizza. Take your scissors and just kind of go back through the middle on the bone. I know, but if you have good kitchen shears, you can get it nice and cut just like that. Again, if this is warm, super easy. I'm just breaking it open. Then I'm going down the back side here to cut with the kitchen shears. So this way, if you're not really confident with your knife skills, you can use the kitchen shears for a lot of stuff. Taking this rope out. Of course, you can just reach in there and, tear it apart. So we have our nice, huge chicken breast. And then we have the rest in here. So I won't do the whole chicken for now, but you guys are able to see here. Let's imagine this was still warm and you just wanted to plate it. You can get kitchen shears and just take a whole chicken and have your pieces. All right. So what we're gonna do, now that we have the chicken breast, I'm gonna peel off the skin. I know. I would eat it if I could, but you guys are here to hold me accountable. All right, so let me get another cutting board. Oh, forgot about our pizza crust that fast. Let me make sure I didn't burn them. Okay, so they're nice and toasty if you guys can see. What I was trying to get, yeah, they're more, what's the word? Sturdy, because if you remember before when I was holding them, they were kind of, dangling down. So this is perfect. So I'm just going to leave them in the air fryer. Again, this is the pizza crust and it's made out of cauliflower. These are the outer aisle cauliflower sandwich thins. So this is what I'm using. So I'm going to put these aside for now. Okay. So let me get my chicken breast. And for this, I'm just going to use my hands. I'm going to rip off the wing. I know. And I'm going to peel the skin off. It's easier when it's cold. And just throw it away. All right, so if you don't like to get your hands in it, that's fine. You could use some forks and shred it, but I'm literally just going to eat some cold chicken. I know. All right, so I'm going to peel it apart and just use my hands. This is a pretty big piece of chicken. I don't think I'll use all of it. Might be easier to shred when it's warm. But I'm literally just, when you are cutting or when you're separating, pieces of meat or whatever like this, you just want a small enough size to go in your mouth without having to, you know, overfill like sometimes I do. And then I'll take the knife to it and do just a little bit of a rough chop after I eat another piece. All right, so I'll show you guys what we have. I think that's enough for the two pizzas. I'll wash my hands. So I took the chicken breast apart and I just shredded some pieces so I have for our pizzas. And I'll take just because some of them are kind of long, I'm just gonna line them up and just do like one chop down the middle. If I had shredded them small, okay, maybe more than one. If I had shredded them small, I wouldn't need to do that. But just one pass through with the knife, much better. All right, so we've got our chicken. So I think what I'm gonna do, again, completely making this up, I haven't had this before. I'm gonna get a little skillet. And I'm gonna put the chicken in here with a little bit of, with the barbecue sauce. I don't think I need any oil. Should I put a little oil? I'll put 1 pump of the MCT oil just because I'm doing the chicken breast. Yes, please hit the like button. Thank you, y'all. I just get in here and start cooking. So thank you, Poppy. All right. So I put a pump of the coconut oil. Yes, I'm back, Lisa. I'm so happy I missed you guys. We were on spring break. If you're doing a piece of meat that has skin on it or has some fat on it, you probably can skip this step. But I just put a little bit of coconut oil in the pan. And the chicken breast that you guys saw me just peel, I'm going to put in here. And then I'm going to add some barbecue sauce to it. So there's a lot of different, you guys are going to hear me talk about beverages and condiments. There's a lot of change you can make by changing what you drink. You know me, I've got my Panera iced coffee. So this is unsweetened iced coffee with almond milk, and then I use my skinny syrups. You guys have seen me use these. I keep them in the car. I keep them in my purse. Sugar-free, calorie-free, and very concentrated. So I just put literally just a squirt. I ran out. So everything I order when I'm out for beverages, I order unsweet. And I just put that much in. My ice is melted. They make it in mocha, caramel, lots of different flavors. So you can get that barista experience without all the extra sugar and calories. Okay. So condiments, again, this one is Walden Farms. There are a lot of different options for condiments without sugar. I think Sweet Baby Ray's makes a zero sugar or a zero sugar added barbecue sauce. Maybe even Kraft at this point. I'm trying to see where to tear it. But there's so many options for you to still get that flavor without all that sugar. Sugar is a huge inflammatory ingredient. I didn't know that. And the other thing that I've learned on my journey, there's so much sugar, extra sugar. Hey, Josh. There's so much extra sugar added in stuff that's not even supposed to be sweet. So if I'm going to have sugar, I want it to be worth it, right? I want to have it in chocolate or something that's supposed to be sweet, not pasta sauce, just because it makes it last on the shelf longer. Okay, so again, Walden Farms, you can get these in your grocery stores. You can get them online. I really like their syrups. You guys saw me use the blueberry pancake syrup this morning. I really like their ketchup, and I really like their cocktail sauce. This barbecue sauce, you can tell it's kind of watery, so I'm not too thrilled about that. But everything they make is an apple cider vinegar base, so I'm just going to put enough to kind of coat, and then I'm going to put this on the stove and just toss it a little bit because I want the chicken to have barbecue sauce, and then I'm going to drizzle some barbecue sauce on the pizza afterwards as well. Hey, Big Bad Bull. Thank you so much for being here. All right, so let's get this just a slow simmer because the chicken is already cooked. Remember, we're using rotisserie chicken. So we're going to just put it with a little barbecue sauce. I may do some more barbecue sauce. It's okay. You know, I want that like rich, thick, sticky, sweet barbecue sauce. This is not that. But if you can have regular barbecue sauce, have some for me. I'm just stirring it so that it gets a nice little coat because we had, again, rotisserie chicken that I just pulled apart. And I'm going to warm it up on the stove. I'm going to cut up my onion and cilantro. Then we're ready to make our pizza. So again, for anybody who just joined, I had California Pizza Kitchen in the airport. I had their original barbecue chicken pizza, which was barbecue sauce instead of pizza sauce, chicken, red onion. Let's get started on that. Cilantro, and I'm sure they use regular cheese. I'm going to use the goat's cheese. All right, so I ordered this red onion. We're going to go ahead and cut. If you look at the picture of the pizza, either the one that I posted that I actually had, or on their page, the red onion is really just like a mild garnish. It doesn't need a lot. So I'm just going to cut a few rings of red onion. Try to peel this thing back. I love onion. I love sauteed yellow onion, like on a burger. Ooh, I'm listening. I hear my chicken sizzling back there. Mom taught me to cook with all of my senses. So you don't just set stuff and forget it. You use your ears to hear when it's starting to bubble or boil fast. Of course, your sense of smell before it starts to burn. Of course, we like to taste. You see me touching stuff all the time so I can see if the texture is right. So yeah, get in there. Use all your senses. All right, so we've got our red onion. Let me clean up. Let me stir that barbecue chicken. I probably am going to need more protein. I try to eat about 8 ounces of protein in my meals, and I only eat 2 meals a day. So that was a little light, but I don't want the pizza to be overflowing, so I may have just some extra chicken. Chicken quesadillas. You guys remember I did that? Rotisserie chicken would be great for that. You could shred that and put that in. All right, so let me wash my hands in this onion. All right, so I'm not gonna do the whole thing. I'm just gonna slice it so we have those nice red rings. Try and get it thin. I'm not using my slicer, but I just have my red onion. And then I will do, if you don't have really good knife skills, that's fine. Cut it in half and then cut it in half again. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just want everything to be kind of like bite-sized pieces. So that's what I did with the onion. And then I'm going to try and separate the rings. It's already getting me in the eyes. Separate the rings from each other. So we'll have a nice red garnish on our pizza. Hey, Leanne. All right, I think our chicken is really popping back there. So let me turn that off. All right, so you can see, you can hear, we've got our chicken sizzled, a little bit brown with the barbecue sauce. Imagine if I had, when I'm at my goal, I'm gonna do this with like a real thick and sticky sweet barbecue sauce. But hey, my substitutes have helped me, change a lot. So we're gonna go with that for today. But if you have real barbecue sauce, please use it because it was so good at California Pizza Kitchen. All right, so I'm separating this onion. To me, it still looks a little bit chunky for pizza. So I'm gonna take the knife. I could use my little chopper. I'm just gonna go through it again just to get small pieces because you really just want to garnish. And my eyes are on fire. That's okay. All right, just turn, chop, 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 turn the food, chop, 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 turn the food. Doesn't have to be perfect. You just want the pieces about the same size. That's all. So if you see any really big pieces, just go through them. All right. So this is what we have for our red onion, just good for a little pizza sprinkle. And then the cilantro. I love cilantro. People either love it or they don't. I'm just going to grab, oh, I love it. I'm going to get some of the fresh part down here. It was really delicate on the pizza, really just a garnish. And I don't even know. Take a look at the pizza. Does it look like they cooked it with the cilantro or just fresh on top? Ah, okay. So Trevor has a couple questions for anyone hopping in. I'm using this outer aisle. This came from Costco, but I've seen this maybe at Publix and other places. They do have a pizza crust, but I got their sandwich thins, which are small. You can see about the size of my hand. So I'm making mini pizzas, but they do have it. Now, again, disclaimer. I got excited. This has cauliflower and Parmesan, so this is really a no-no for me. I shouldn't have cow dairy, but I saw the cauliflower and I jumped. So I'm going to try it for today. But Costco also has a zucchini pizza crust that has been approved, Trevor. Yes, Poppy likes cilantro and garlic. And then Trevor, you're asking about the barbecue sauce. So this is Walden Farms regular barbecue sauce. It's a little watery for me. I'm not gonna lie. If you can have regular barbecue sauce or any other zero sugar, please have that. But this was a drizzle on the pizza, and for this barbecue chicken pizza, they use barbecue sauce instead of marinara. So I've got my fresh cilantro, so I'm just gonna rinse this off. And again, when I have herbs or any vegetables like that, I heard or was told you want to rinse off just the part that you're going to eat. If you wash the whole thing, it'll spoil faster. So I'm just going to take the knife. Oh, it smells so good. I just love it. It's bright. I'm getting excited. Y'all, I get excited when it's time to eat. All right, so I'm just going to chop the cilantro. You really could take, oh, I was telling y'all earlier, well, my kitchen shears have chicken all over them, but you could use your kitchen shears and just cut into small pieces of herb. I'm gonna use the chef's knife and just get some nice pieces. If you guys want to open up another browser, or if you saw the thumbnail, or you saw when I was at CPK on Sunday, we flew in and there was a California pizza kitchen close to our gate. And so I asked the kids, what do you want? Yeah, pizza. So I got this there and it was amazing. So I'm like, I'm going to try and recreate it. That's what I do. All right. So we've got our red onion. We've got our fresh cilantro. We've got our barbecue chicken pizza. Hey, Cigar. I already had some shredded cheese, so this is what I'm using for anybody new. Since I can't have cow dairy, this one is a goat's milk pepper jack. It's an amazing cheese for me. If you're new to goat's milk, I love it. But you can see here, it's a nice melting cheese, and I just put it in I bought a little $20 crank shredder on Amazon, and it gives me the melting cheese experience. All right, I think we're ready to assemble. I'm getting excited, y'all. All right, I'm trying to do this all from memory. What the pizza looked like. So we're just gonna make it work. My oven mitt. All right, so let's get our pizza crust or sandwich thins. So I think tomorrow for breakfast, you guys, we're going to do these with smoked salmon, goat's cheese or cream cheese if you can have it, some more red onion, and some caper. So we'll do like this as a bagel substitute. Put it between a couple slices of cheese and panini press, make a little grilled cheese. You can do all kind of stuff with that. All right, so now it's pizza making time. So we have 2 cauliflower crusts. All right, so I'm getting a spoon. Just because this barbecue sauce comes out kind of watery. Oh, I wish I had one that was thick and like a slow pour, but this is what I got. I just want to control it because, like I said, these condiments are an apple cider vinegar base, so they can be a little runny. I'll always tell you guys the truth. So I'm going to put that down as my like tomato sauce on the cauliflower crust. So we've got our barbecue sauce. So that's just about a tablespoon. I'm going to do the other one. Hey, Parker Dean. Thanks, you guys, for being here. But this has really been the key to my success. Like I said, I've maintained 75 pounds down with at least 25 more to go. because, I've shared with you guys, I've always struggled with weight. And I used to think that for me to have food that I like, then I wouldn't like, the way that I look. Or if I like the way that I look, I had to suffer through food that I hate. And so I'm really glad now that I found something. I'm going to taste this. Yeah, it's fine. All right. Barbecue sauce. Y'all know that like Kraft hickory smoke. This is a sugar-free, gluten-free, but this is what I got. All right, so this is what we have so far. So we have our pizza crust, cauliflower. We have our red sauce, barbecue sauce. So this is what we have. Cheese and then chicken, chicken and then cheese. Maybe we'll do a little bit of both. All right. So I tossed a little bit of the chicken with some of the barbecue sauce just so that it had some flavor in the meat. Mmm. Yeah, thank you, Poppy. I almost, Poppy, I'm going to put a little bit of garlic in it just for you. I'm going to use this garlic salt because, again, this was the chicken breast from the rotisserie. I peeled off the skin. So you all know white meat chicken can be a little bit more bland. Garlic salt gives you flavor and salt, so you don't have to do both. So I'm going to do just a little bit. I probably should have done it while it was cooking, but I didn't. I'm not a chef. I'm just a home cooker. All right. So let's sprinkle just a little bit and then mix it up. It's still kind of warm. All right. Let me taste it again. That's what my mom taught me. Always taste your food. As long as it's cooked, taste it as you're assembling it, right? You don't wait until the very end and then you're like, I don't like that. Taste. That's why you saw me taste the sauce. And now I'm going to get just a piece of chicken. Garlic salt. Poppy, you were right on. Cilantro and garlic. All right, so I'm going to get a spoon of this chicken. And I'm going to I may have to use my hands, just kind of put it on our pizza crust. All right, whatever. Just getting in here. You just want to try and cover it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you just want like every bite to have crust and sauce and cheese and everything. Belle says Stubbs makes a sugar-free. I have not had Stubbs. Thank you. I will be looking that up. Look, we are here to build a community of those of us who want to make, healthier choices, but still have really good food. And even if you just like food, you can do this. Get regular pizza crust. The kids really love the naan flatbread, Naan, the Indian flatbread. Oh, I used to butter that for them. Or you can use it and make little mini pizzas. So far, so good. So I haven't used all of the chicken. I have a little bit left. I really want some more. But God's girl, I'm trying to watch my portions for you. Okay, so we're going to do the cheese. I'll use the other hand. Again, this is the pepper jack. If you can have mozzarella, use mozzarella. Please, whatever you like. So I want a little bit of chicken peeping out under the cheese and over the cheese. Oh, I'm getting excited, y'all. Sounds so weird. So no Italian seasoning, no red sauce, but when I tell you, it all came together so good. All right, so you see what we have? Our cauliflower pizza crust, our barbecue sauce, our rotisserie chicken, and some cheese. I'm gonna do the rest of the chicken. I'm just gonna use my chicken hand. And I'm going to just make sure each piece has extra chicken. All right. So we have chicken underneath and cheese, and then do the rest of it on the other one. Just try and get it as evenly dispersed as you can. Pizza making is fun. Kids love it. Big kids love it. Everybody loves it. All right. So this is what we have so far. All right. So let me clean up, wash my hands, clean as you go. All right, now I want to do some more cheese, but I will. I'm going to do the red onion. Thank you, God's girl. Coming together, right? So I'm gonna go with the red onion. Again, the best food is just really simple and fresh ingredients and just, made with love. You really don't have to be, perfect at it. We all start somewhere. So I've got some red onion on one, and I'm gonna do red onion on the other. I like onion, I'm gonna go pretty, you know. Plus, I like the color. Mom taught me that, the best plates are very colorful. So we've got our red onion here. And then I'll put a little cilantro, but whenever you're doing herbs, underneath the high heat, they're going to like dry. And so I'll do some, and then when it comes out, I'll do some fresh cilantro again. Thank you, Poppy. Okay, so we've got our cilantro. Oh, and I love it. So I'm going a little heavy. Oh God, y'all, it smells amazing. If you like cilantro, doesn't that look? If I was hosting a dinner party and we made like little, oh, see, my mind just goes like I could have these as a nice little appetizer, and then wouldn't that be fun? Yeah. One of these days I'll be a lady of leisure. Today is not that day. All right, I'm just gonna do a little bit more cheese so everything is just kind of bubbling. All right, so this is our before barbecue. Oh, one last thing. In the CPK, they have a little drizzle of the barbecue sauce. I'm gonna get another spoon because I don't want to do a big splat. Anytime you have new condiments or something like that, pour away from your food so that you don't mess up your presentation, because we all eat with our eyes first. Thank you so much, Poppy. I appreciate that. Hey, JSP. All right, so I'm just going in with a teaspoon of this barbecue sauce. If I had something rich and red and ooey gooey, just imagine. So I'm just gonna drizzle. Y'all, it's not even cooked yet. See? Keep it together, Maggie. Y'all, I get excited. I get so excited. Okay, and so the other one. We're making California Pizza Kitchen barbecue chicken pizza with rotisserie chicken, cilantro, red onion, barbecue sauce, and for me, on a cauliflower crust. All right. Uncle Stu says I don't hold it up long enough. So this is our before. I'm going to put this in the air fryer. Maybe 5 minutes. You just want to do, I'm not good with temperatures and times, y'all, but you just want to get the cheese bubbling because everything is cooked, right? So this is what's going in. All right. I'm just picking up, I'm so greedy. I'm just picking up any cheese pieces that have fallen because I want it all. Y'all, it always starts so good and then I just go downhill. But I feel like I should take a before picture because it looks so pretty. Thank you all again for helping me to get my community tab. We have another YouTuber in the chat. Papi Blanco is a wonderful Afro-Latino brother, and he is close to his 500 subscribers. So please take a look at his channel. And if you like, consider subscribing. I'm just taking some before pictures, guys. I like to get all up in the food. I take pictures with the flash, without the flash, and then this is what you see on my community tab. And I'm also Maggie, the substitute teacher, on all platforms. So it's going in. Woo! Okay, so I'm using the French fry setting. I know, weird. It's about 400, kind of like the broiler experience. My air fryer has different shelves, so you can put stuff close to the heat source, which is at the top. It'll cook faster, or lower at the bottom. Absolutely. Hey, Susan. Absolutely. Come back. I'm here for you guys anytime. I cook every day, so I bring you in the kitchen with me every day. All right, so we can clean up. Let's see if there's anything else we can chat about while our pizzas are cooking. We talked about beverages. Let's see. Any questions? I'm curious if anybody has had the California Pizza Kitchen. This is their original barbecue pizza. So just cleaning up while this is in the broiler. Again, all of my recipes can be done with the full flavor ingredients. Everything that I make is really just, when I used to cook for the family, I still cook for the family, but I would serve them. And then I'd be dreaming up like, man, I can't have that. But if I did this, this, and this to it, then I can have it. So that's Maggie, the substitute teacher. I got so many different ideas, y'all. This is just month 3 of my YouTube channel, so I'm very new at this, and I'm thinking about getting like an overhead like camera thing, so you guys can actually see, like maybe a little induction burner here. Clean as we go. So again, I'm going to put these in the fridge, but this is our pizza crust. So this brand, I don't know if anybody's had it, Outer Aisle. This order came from Costco. These are their sandwich rounds, so they're small, about the size of my hand. But they do make a pizza crust. So if you want like a full family size, give that brand a try. And I'm sure there's so many others. All right, so this is going in the fridge. I haven't had my second fruit today. My snacks are fruit. And I'm thinking that orange over there is looking amazing. I think I'm going to cut into that. Ooh, and have it with some yogurt. That'll help fill me up. I'll show you guys what I'm doing. We made a little fruit dip. That's what we'll do while our pizza's cooking. So many ways to enjoy food if you like. So I just put my rotisserie chicken back in here. We cut this up using the kitchen shears, so I'll have protein for, a while. And I still got some more out. Let's put that away. So we got our chicken wing. I just cut up the chicken pieces. This was a whole rotisserie chicken. I didn't use all, but it's a great protein for soups, for pizza, quesadillas. If you like it in, breakfast omelet, a lot. So I got this in the giveaway box, Kite Hill Greek style yogurt. I'm really excited to try it. So we're going to do a little fruit cup while our pizza's cooking. For anybody new here, I love to try new things, but ingredients are expensive. So I've shared with you all, some of you know, some of you don't know, I'm also an Airbnb hostess. My home has an in-law suite, and since I'm divorced, my in-laws don't come here. We all get along fine, but I traveled to Australia years ago and stayed in my first Airbnb, had a great experience with some older empty nesters, and they encouraged me to host. So now I do the same, washing my hands. So I hosted a woman, I guess in 2020, right when the pandemic started, I know. And she was actually going to a church in the area to volunteer. And, luckily I work from home. I work in tech. You all know my story. I'm the daughter of immigrants. We never qualify for anything, which is fine, got a good work ethic. But my Airbnb guest went to volunteer at a church that was giving away food boxes for the pandemic. Cleaning up. I'll pick up the story in a second. Let's check on our pizza. Oh, ho, ho! I'm so excited! Can you see that? Can you see that? Oh my God, I don't even know if I'm gonna have time. All right, I'm so excited. cup, you may have to wait. I want the whole picture, but ooh, y'all, turn this off. Okay, now it's when I get excited. Oh, look at me, I can't even focus. Okay, so my Airbnb guest was going to a local church to volunteer. And when she came back from volunteering, she was like, "Oh, I brought this for you and the boys." And I was like, "What is it?" And it was a box of like produce and all kind of stuff. And I was like, "What is this?" Who knew that local churches were being used as like drop-off spots for food bank giveaways for people who, can't go to the store or don't have money or whatever it is. Clean it up. So she brought back all this food, and of course, I couldn't have most of it, but I do have neighbors. Some are seniors, some that don't have transportation, and so I've become kind of like a little Meals on Wheels. And since I work from home and I have time, I'll go to the local churches and pick up, the giveaway boxes. And if there's something I can have, like this Greek yogurt, which is plant-based because I can't have cow dairy, I get to try a few new things, and if I like it, then I'll buy it. So that's the story. Let's get our pizza. Okay, I think it looks amazing by itself. I'm just gonna put a little bit more cilantro for a pop of green. And I'm gonna drizzle, oh, I put the barbecue sauce away. I'm gonna drizzle a little bit of barbecue sauce. I put everything away, I got so excited. All right, literally just a half drizzle. This is what I'll do. I'll move it onto my plate first. I like simple square plates, something that makes me feel like I have, something special. I don't get to eat a lot, so when I do, I want to look forward to it. Got a little mini spatula because I have my mini pizzas, and I'm just going in there. Oh, y'all, can you see? Oh my God. All right, there's one. I know, Susan, yamola. And I did toast these cauliflower crusts just so they would have some structure to them. All right, let me make sure I get up underneath there, go all the way around, make sure nothing's sticking. Don't forget to take another picture. God's girl, you already see me like ready to jump in there and eat my way out. All right, so I'm gonna drizzle. I wish I had three, God's girl. I know, greedy. All right, a little bit more barbecue sauce just as a garnish. Like literally a half teaspoon for the photo. I don't know if anybody has had, I might need a little bit more. I don't know if anybody's had California Pizza Kitchen barbecue chicken pizza. I have turned into my mom. My mom used to do this when we were young, when we would go out to eat as a family, which was rare, right? She would say, "Oh, I can make that." And we were like, "No, we want McDonald's." And now when I see stuff, I'm like, I can make that. Not like for saving money, which is great, but kind of to challenge myself. All right, picture and then taste. Should I wait? I gotta make my fruit cup. Oh, y'all. Okay, we're gonna do this fast. Because I do want to, do I want a picture of everything? See, I just get all discombobulated. Taking multiple pictures. Hey, Untouchable. Y'all, this looks so good. Oh my God, I'm excited. Take lots of pictures from multiple angles. That's what a friend of mine who's a photographer said. Just take a lot of pictures all the time. And then, you have a lot to choose from. I just take a picture, turn the plate. Take a picture, turn the plate. That's all I do. Go from up high, go down low, get up close, all of that. And then just look at them later. But you guys are here. That's how this whole thing started. I used to take pictures of my food and people were like, "Did you make that?" All right, y'all. Hey, Clara Spurlock. I cannot wait. All right. See, I tell you. All right. 1 second. I'm going to, something is going on. All right. Sorry, Instagram. Something happened. Okay. I'm going to take a bite. Mmm. 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 Y'all. Y'all. Y'all, y'all, y'all. 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 Excellent. I would probably I'm gonna put a little bit more fresh red onion on here because I like onion. I like the punginess of onion, especially when you mix it with something mild like chicken breast. Oh my God. I'm still gonna make my fruit cup. I may have to eat one of these, y'all. It's so good. So I don't even know where the camera is. See that? Mm. Mm. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Because I'm using a sugar-free, calorie-free barbecue sauce and it's kind of watery, the barbecue flavor is light. I will definitely have to remake this either with the Sweet Baby Ray's sugar-free or the Stubbs sugar-free because I want more of that spicy barbecue flavor. It's very good. It's not bad at all, but I just had California Pizza Kitchen on Sunday and it was a very rich like barbecue sauce. Mm, mm, y'all, it is so good. Okay, focus, Maggie. I'm gonna make the fruit cup. Very good. Mm, getting greedy. All right, make a fruit cup. I got a little hack. Some of y'all have seen this. I just got an orange off of the counter. My hair in my face, whatever. Sorry, I'm excited. I'm gonna cut this up. This one is a navel, so I'm gonna cut it. If it were a tangelo or whatever, you could just peel it. And then, you know, when you get a fruit tray and they have that, what is it called? Like that fruit dip on the inside. We're gonna make that as I have one more bite. Mm. Mm. If I put that in front of you, you would eat it. So the cauliflower crust, what's going on? Sorry, y'all. The cauliflower crust is a little bit softer. Maybe if I had crisped them longer. I mean, it depends. Some people like a chewy pizza crust. Some people like a crispy pizza crust. I'd say this is halfway in the middle. So if you like it crispy, maybe a little bit of oil. Almost lost my cilantro. Oil and high heat under the broiler to crisp it up first, and then put your toppings on it. All right. So let's get our fruit snack, fruit snack for the day. All right. So we're gonna cut our orange. That's what I'm having tonight. A big old mama jamma. I love it. So the fruits that I can have are the low sugar fruits: apples, citrus, um, berries. As much as I love tropical fruits, I have to watch my sugar. I don't have to watch salt, but I used to be pre-diabetic. I used to have borderline blood pressure and elevated cholesterol, and all of that is normal now just by changing what I. Poppy wants some. Excuse me. Yes, I will cook for you. I'll cook for anybody. I love it. I really enjoy it. All right. So I have my orange slices. Just cut it in half, cut that in half, and then cut that in half. Then what I'm gonna do is just peel off, if I can. Yeah, see if I can get up underneath there and just peel off the It's going to be a little bit not as smooth. I'm trying to get the pith off, but see what I'm trying to do? That's okay. The pizza was a stone winner, and that was my goal for tonight, was to make this California Pizza Kitchen substitute. So you guys, you know, you could make this with regular pizza. You could do red sauce, oregano, sausage and peppers, pepperoni and mushroom. You know, with pizza, it's really just about having the ingredients on hand. If I already had like shredded chicken, or even like those Tyson chicken strips, you can just cut them up into bite-sized pieces, toss that on there with the cheese of your choice, put it up underneath the broiler. Um, you know, you can use regular crust if you can have gluten. I can't, so I'm using cauliflower. So you see my orange slices, that's what I'm doing. But yeah, there's so many different, you know, so many different types of pizza that you can make. And those cauliflower sandwich thins, if you want a sandwich, got some roast beef in there. Maybe I'll do a roast beef sandwich. What else? We already said tomorrow's breakfast is going to be a smoked salmon bagel with capers and red onion. That'll be tasty. And goat's cheese for me, cream cheese if you can have it. All right. Almost done here. Just peeling my orange from the rind. And this is a navel, so it's a little bit harder, but it's good. All right. So we've got our orange slices here. You can eat them just like that. I'm just gonna run the knife through them. Again, bite-sized pieces. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm making a little fruit cup. If you have berries, I have some blueberries left from this morning. Strawberries. This is good with any fruit. So I'm just taking the knife and just cutting it so that you can scoop it up with a fork. All right, so we have our orange here. Perfect. Wash my hands. All right. So if you can have dairy, then you can do this with regular Greek yogurt or any plain yogurt. This one is Kite Hill, so this is a plant-based because I can't have, sorry, y'all, can't have cow dairy. I've never had this yogurt before. It came in the giveaway box. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna taste it first. Always taste first. Okay, plant-based yogurt. You can see again, it's a little bit, whoa, on the runny side. Does anybody lick the, I tell the kids not to do this. Okay, not gonna lie, a little plain because it is vanilla unsweetened. But here's the hack. The same skinny syrups, these flavor bursts that I put in my coffee, this one is vanilla. All you have to do, and you can use any flavor. I did one with a white mocha chocolate and dip some strawberries. So take your sugar-free, calorie-free sweetener, flavor burst, just a squirt in like that, and you get a spoon. So you see, I don't know if it shows well. So I'm gonna stir. So this is the way you get that sweet fruit dip without all the extra sugar. Oh, it's thicker on the bottom. So this is one of those you gotta have to kind of stir, which is fine. I used to love that fruit on the bottom yogurt. My metabolic specialist said everything that I eat has to be under 6 grams of sugar. I don't count calories or carbs or any of that stuff, but when I just started looking at labels, it's amazing how much sugar is in a lot of stuff. All right, so we've got our fruit dip. I'm gonna taste it now with the sweetener. Perfect. Ooh, Now, it is plant-based. If you can have regular, have regular. I'm trying to think if I want to be fancy. I think I'll be fancy. Presentation is everything. So you could just, you know, if you want to be fast, you can just sprinkle your fruit on top of here. I have these little glass bowls, so you're gonna get a little spatula and just put the yogurt into the bowl. Scoop it out because I'm greedy and I want everything. But we've got our nice, yummy, sweet, sugar-free fruit dip. I know. So now we have this, and then I'm just taking my orange pieces that I just cut up. I could have put some in there. I'm just putting them on top. This can be any fruit that you like. And the yogurt gives you extra protein, which just means it keeps you fuller longer so you don't eat and overeat and eat some more. All right, I still have some orange pieces left, but you guys see that? And I could probably drizzle some yogurt on top. So that was supposed to be my picture with my pizza, but I ate one of them. Let's taste our yogurt and fruit. Sorry. It's so good. It is. It just gives you that creaminess and a little bit more filling than just eating fruit. But y'all, I'm about to eat this other pizza. I think we're done. I've been going and I'm about to be greedy. Mmm. 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 Even as it sits for a while, the flavors, because the cilantro that I just sprinkled on top, that was fresh, got a little bit of heat from the pizza. And so the flavor just, y'all, it's so good. Stone cold winner. Sorry, Instagram, something happened in the middle, but you guys are here. I will post the pictures after I'm done eating. Again, I am Maggie, the substitute teacher. I eat every day, so I give you a post every day. And I just bring you guys in the kitchen with me. So this was my California Pizza Kitchen barbecue chicken pizza on cauliflower crust. Mmm. Mmm. I gotta stop. I really eat this food that I make. I put too much in my mouth. Mm, 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 mm. So that's dinner for me tonight. Mm. And my fruit. All right, you guys. So tomorrow we'll do our smoked salmon, bagel. Mm. Mm. Okay, I better stop. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you, God's girl. And I'll look at my schedule and see what time we can do our bagel. Tomorrow midday, maybe. We'll see. And until then, Twitter, Facebook.